How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with a little bit of North Carolina hopeful goodness up in this piece in the form of Resident Culture Brewing in conjunction with Tired Hands and their movement of I Voted Today. Yes, this is a double dry hopped American Pale Ale. This was canned almost exactly a month to the day. 2 days, sans a month. And yeah, I think this is the third or fourth I voted I'm diving into. This is kind of a Tired Hands version of the charity beers that a lot of people are doing, whether it be all together or yeah, got that sucker good. Black is Beautiful, People Power, those kind of beers. So we'll see what's what. Ooh, this can was beat up to hell. I don't think that has much to do with the pour because it's been sitting in my fridge for hours and hours and hours doing its thing. So we'll see what's what. So poopy pour for me. Cool label from Resident Culture. It's the I Voted label, but with a little bit of their own personal flair on it. I don't mind it, and it's basically a beer that helps provide funds for basically helping people vote and vote legitimately. Kind of eschewing the old poopy kind of voter suppression and stuff like that you see so often. Very important nowadays. I mean, we just came out of election. Depending on who you voted for, it might be a good or bad election, but it ended up being, one of the pretty clear-cut, simple, and very much legitimate election. So we start to see a little bit of positive movement in the direction of lack of voter suppression and gerrymandering and all those kind of things. So it's cool to see these beers exist outside or post election day. Anyway, beer-wise, that looks like a nice, creamy, ye old hazy. Yeah. Soft haziness to it. These are pale ales, I believe, coming in at relatively low ABVs. I think. I want to say like 5 to 6%, give or take. I don't know if I see a specific ABV on this one, but the base is supposed to be around that area. So, infinitely creamy head, kind of medium to small uniform bubbles from top to bottom, and it just has that soft kind of haze to it that looks like this nice, delicious little hazy pale. Probably not going to get much of a nose off of this one, considering how big this head is, but we will try. Oh, that smells pretty awesome, actually. And it smells like a nice mixture of old school condensed or concentrate sweetened orange and grapefruit juice, like that old Dole grapefruit they talk about that the bars had with the little metal pull tab on it. That mixed with the same version of that, but also that nice orange citrus with a nice splash, a hefty splash of pineapple. So it's all the citrus fruits kind of wrapped in this really nice, robust, juicy beer. This is exactly what people say when they say juicy. This is what they mean when they say that. Not getting much as far as bitterness off of this beer. Just a big, rich citrus vibe from one end to the other. Talking about grapefruit, that pineapple with that big orange in there. Done and done. Just going to dive in. Cheers. I really need to know the ABV on this beer right now. This is sub 6. This is the truth. This is so good. It is exactly what I said it was on the nose, and it follows through to a T, if not a little bit more vibrant than you expect based off of the nose. It is just running that gamut from that orange to the pineapple to that grapefruit, and a very, from concentrate, sweetened, not like synthetically sweetened, like over the top sweetened, that kind of sweetness you get from concentrate, the frozen can from concentrate, as opposed to real. So it still has those kind of organic vibes, just a skosh sweeter than what you'd expect of a really, really well done. Really well done. I gotta look it up. I hate doing this because this kind of breaks the wall a little bit, kind of takes you out of the whole beer review, but I need to know the ABV on this. I'm guessing this is 5.5. If this is 5.5, I'm gonna break shit. Culture. I voted today. I can type and talk at the same time. Yeah, let's see what we have going on. 5.6. 5.6, son. Yeah, this is absolutely fucking fantastic. 3.9 on tap. They can go fuck themselves because whoever's drinking this and giving this that kind of score just doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Oh, 5.6%. Jesus Christ. It's that level of that orange to that pineapple to that grapefruit, and how it does have a little bit of pithy vibes, but it never gets overtly bittering. It is juice in beer form, but in the most beery way possible. You're not going to drink this and go, oh, am I drinking juice? Obviously, that's not the case. But that pithiness just brings a subtle vibrance of bitterness along enough to not balance out that kind of sweetened portion of the show, because it's not an overly sweet beer to begin with. It's juicy, not overly sweet. I want to make that nail that fucking point home. It just comes off really tasty, chuggable, drinkable. All the adjectives I like to throw out in a beer, but just fucking fantastic. You give this to me at 5.6%, then I'm up there. I'm a fan. I'm buying it all day. And it's damn tasty stuff, man. Listen, I love me low ABV hazies when they're done well. So they're done well, and they're low ABV. More often than not, I'm going to go gaga. I think anybody who likes anything is going to go gaga over this beer. Apparently not, because people shit on it on Untapped. Not that 4 is a shit on thing, but yeah, I don't even know why I looked at Untapped. Anyway, besides for the ABV, I should have never looked at the score. But yeah, I think this is fantastic. Yeah, just the way it runs those kind of citrus fruits, those pineapples, the way it runs that with that little bit of pithy bitterness about getting overly bittering in a juicy way. I love bittering. I love green. I love onions. I love all that stuff. But I can't appreciate the ones that drop out of bitterness too. The way that has a nice soft mouthfeel to it. Not overly sweet. Not overly bittering. Super drinkable. Is this one of the better hazy pales I've had as of late? Yes. Mount Rushmore status, mind you. There's some that come close to this for me. I can get in around my area. This has sneak boxy vibes for me from Kane, and it's like one of my more favorite lower ABV beers, but in a more kind of, it's slightly more, I was going to say tropical. It's not a tropical thing. I'm just like more pineapple kind of way, I guess you'd say. Value availability, no idea. Carson, let me know it's what. I said Carson gave this to me, right? You better recognize and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like low ABV haze, because that's what this beer does and does in spades, man. Absolutely delicious, worth every penny, unless it's like crazy amount of money. But even it is a crazy amount of money. Let's say this is $20 a 4-pack. At least you're helping a good cause, which balances off that higher price point if it is high. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much again, Carson, for sending this off. Down there, if you want to talk about it, Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little resident culture right now. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.